Hey there, Warriors of Light. It's me, your boy, and we are here with the 6.3 MSQ. Full admission, I have not put a whole lot of time into 14 since the last one. We've been kind of chilling. I have moved my character, uh, just because of scheduling reasons and stuff. I went back to my original free company. Still absolutely on great terms with Kay and all them. Yes, I have pants on, by the way. The camera the prompt was trying to make me look like I was into was it the exhibition. Well, anyways, yeah, so we're still rocking Summoner. It's been a minute. So we're definitely gonna go through the MSQ. If I have time and energy, we will do the raid. If not, I will probably do it solo since I already have kind of goofed up how to do the raids this expansion as far as recording. So yeah, let me see who's on. I'm not gonna bother hiding chat. Oh god, yeah. Everybody I think is doing the new raid. Neat. I might have to start blocking out Tuesdays again for 14 content. Ah, Alice, as always, your timing is most fortuitous. I wish to share with you news concerning Zero. You will recall that, in exchange for Aether, she agreed to aid us in our search for my sister. At Yishtola's suggestion, I began providing said Aether in the form of food. Aether has... Zero's found the arrangement to be agreeable and has been eating steadily. In large part due to that, she claims to have already made a full recovery. If you and the others are ready as well, I would set forth for the void once more. Hey Kay, thank you for the sub, and thank you for the well wishes. I hope to enjoy it. As you can see, we're literally just getting started. You be lurking. Okie doke. Excellent. I shall inform Y'shtola and the Stinian, and then go collect my other vessel from the alchemist. In the meantime, might I ask you to fetch Zero? She was absent when I visited her chambers earlier, but I suspect you will find her in the corridor connecting Guj and Kama. It seems she's grown partial to the view of the city it affords. Once we have attended to our respective tasks, let us gather here. PS5 chat initiate. I'm too lazy to switch over to my keyboard, so they get virtual keyboard. I bet it's they're above. Jimothy Jimerson, that's a name. Here I am trying to sprint like I've been playing Metal Gear Solid 5 for most of the day. So I clicked in L3 like that was gonna help me sprint. Oh, something I need to do. I need to actually give a shit about doing a character portrait now that it's gonna show up in dungeons and raids and stuff. Eager for a voice cutscene so I can eat some pizza.
Everyone is so
Nice.
carefree. unafraid and unconcerned in spite of their weakness, and how easily their lives could be torn apart in an instant. Such luxuries are lost to us. We have no hopes or dreams, and even the release of death. Only hunger. Others are a means to an end, at times a literal one. We forge covenants with men and come here to feed, or to die. I thought it would be no different when I was summoned by Xenos. Lives were tools to him, to be used and discarded at whim. In that respect, he was a void-centered heart. But towards you, and you alone, he behaved differently. And I cannot fathom why. What was it that drove him? What made him choose such an end? But enough about that man. He is dead and we are all better for it.
Lol.
Why are you here? Was there something you needed? So you're heading back now. Then as per our bargain, I will go as well.
I need to check out. If we have time to sit in queue, I'm going to check out the air quotes new machinist. Though I can tell you from the patch notes, it's like Christmas came just a few days late. And like people are understandably the most hype about Dismantle. Like it's good. I'm not gonna sit here and even try to spin that wasn't a very needed thing. But that's not what I'm most excited about. I'm most excited for the fact that everything is stack based now. That way you don't have to sit there and go from like 0 to 100 for a few seconds. Blah, 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 be an absolute controller monkey.
Everyone is here? Good. Let us set forth for the void once more.
What is it?
Uh,
He's calling.
What is the meaning of this?
Unless I'm mistaken, that was intended for one of your kin. Who?
It was for the briefest of moments, but I felt her. Ashdire.
I thought she was in the void.
As did I. Yet the presence was unmistakable. Thus did I call out. only for it to fade and vanish.
Perhaps she crossed over to the source, then immediately turned back.
I do not know. Could she have found a way home?
The how of it aside, if she was indeed in the source, there may be clues where she came through that could lead us back to her. Where exactly was it that you felt her presence?
Far to the north. That was all I could discern.
The north, you say? Beyond the bounty? Garlemald?
As good a place to start as any. My apologies, Zero, but your return to the Void will have to wait.
I told you before that I have no reason to go back there. Do as you will.
All right. I presume you wish to stay here in Radzatan until we return?
You've kept me amply fed. I wouldn't be averse to helping you on your search.
If Ashdaya was indeed here, other Void Scent may have made the journey as well. Very well. We would welcome your company.
If it's decided, then I'll contact our associates in Garlemald. It's me. Still talking everyone's ears off, I trust? Understood. We'll see you there. We're to rendezvous at Tertium. We'll need to teleport to make it there in time. Can you?
Aye. I know it well from my time as an avatar.
Then it seems we're all set.
If there is nothing else, let us see to our final preparations.
I just realized the game volume's probably a little low. By all accounts, Ashdaya is Golbez's prisoner, yet if she was in the source, it could be that she managed to escape from the void, if only for a fleeting moment. But that is mere conjecture. If we want the truth, then we must go and find it. Come, let's make for Tertium. Our friends are waiting. Just took me right there. In case it's not voiced.
Any moment now.
My friends, 'tis good to see you again.
And you. I was worried that the cold wouldn't agree with you, but you're both looking quite well.
You get used to it. It helps that there's no shortage of fuel and heaters like before.
Glad to hear it. Have you been working in Garlemald all this time?
We have. Though the worst is behind them, the people still have a long road ahead. They've taken steps towards forming an interim government, but it will be some time before any large-scale reconstruction effort can be carried out in earnest.
So we'll keep doing what we can until they can finally stand on their own. A lot of Garleans wanted nothing to do with us, but they're starting to come round. Slowly, but surely.
You're too kind. But it's thanks to the cooperation of like-minded souls that we've been able to make any progress. The Allied nations continue to send supplies, which allow us to meet basic needs such as food and shelter. Meanwhile, Euless and a number of soldiers have begun a restoration initiative, with more and more volunteers joining by the day.
Like Alphino said, they've got a long road ahead of them. But we'll get there together, one step at a time.
Though you yourself helped them take one especially big step, didn't you? In vanquishing that blasphemy in the Tower of Babel? Thank you. I can only hope that your deed will help the people to find peace and closure.
But enough about events here. What brings you to us? And with new company, besides.
This may take rather a long time to explain, but bear with me.
And we get it as a montage.
The 13th. After traveling to the edge of existence, I thought you'd keep your escapades closer to home for a while. But I suppose there's no stopping you. Not that I'm one to talk, of course.
The heart of an adventurer cannot be denied.
You could have at least invited me, too. Surely there was room enough for me and Grahar in the Undersea Vault. I know. I only meant to tease. Mostly. But on a more serious note, are we sure it's wise to keep Xenos' former avatar around? I understand how you came to work together, but nevertheless...
You're right to be cautious. I'm a void sent, after all. But do not conflate me with Xenos. To recall my time in his service, it angers me.
Is that so? I think we'll get along just fine, you and I.
I like that those two are having that conversation. Since Alzay gives Xenos that verbal whipping in 6.0.
As we were about to resume our search in the void, I felt the presence of my sister Ashdaya in the source. Somewhere in the far north, perhaps even here in Galdemald. If you have seen or heard anything out of the ordinary, I must know.
As a matter of fact, we may have. In recent days, we have had to contend with a surprising number of Voidsent. And not the lesser kind that occasionally manifest, but ones possessed of considerable power.
You think they might have been summoned? By whom?
We're not sure. But as Euless reminded us, practitioners of a certain traditional Garlean art rely upon void-sent servants. The very same I believe you have mastered. While there are no known Reapers left in Garlemald, we can't rule out the possibility that some are working in secret.
The recognition of me being a 90 Reaper.
To summon not one, but several powerful Voidsent is no small feat. But if Ashdaya was indeed called from the void...
Then it is likely the same party is responsible. Alternatively, the etheric confluence at the Tower of Babel may have triggered an expansion of natural fissures one could use to cross over. But I think that improbable, if not impossible.
Then we must assume these events have indeed been orchestrated.
Well, summoned or no, we've been trying to track them to their origin. It's the mountains to the east, we think.
Can you guide us there?
I would, but the terrain is too difficult to traverse on foot, nor is flying an option due to the winds.
Too much ground to cover in any case. Is there no way to narrow it down?
There is one place we thought to look first. An isolated village rumored to have once been home to a Reaper order.
That would indeed make an excellent start, though the question of how to get there remains.
Eulus may be of assistance. Let us return to Camp Broken Glass and consult him.
This thing's so big, it's hard to like fly it comfortably out of there. Good port, but we'll save our guild a little bit. Okay, I don't know if you can hear me, but I was able to move almost all of Kyletta's guild over to Alice, so I have a couple more guild than I used to have. Oops. People here struggle to survive as it is. The last thing they need is for Garlemald to be overrun with void scent. Oh, Alice, what a welcome surprise. And I see you're traveling with a large crew as usual. Not to suggest it's an inconvenience for us, we'd be happy to share our supplies with you and your allies should you require any. He seems to be in a better mood. Apologies if we interrupt you, Liz, but there is a matter we wish to discuss. So we've just finished our routine briefing, so you've come at a good time. Is this about the void scent? It is. From what we can discern, they're coming from the mountains to the east. Practitioners of the Reaper arts once lived in that area, did they not? Yes, they had a village there in the Lapis Manalis caverns. The Scythe wielders forged pacts with Voidsent and took to battle with the beings at their side. For a time, they played an invaluable role in our military, but the advent of Magitech saw them fall out of favor. When some were unmasked as insurrectionists, the order was outlawed. The village is believed to be long abandoned. Speaking their art, it seems you've picked it up. Who was it that taught you? I don't know if she'd want me telling people. Well, I suppose it's neither here nor there now. My sister has been taken captive by Void Scent. I sensed her presence in this land and have come in search of her. If Void Scent have been sighted here, then I believe there's a connection. We should like to investigate the caverns you mentioned, but Alphino tells us they are not so easily reached. I'm afraid so. Deep snow and tumultuous winds rule out walking and flying. If you want to get anywhere, you're going to need a Magitech snowcraft. Alas, the last remaining functional one we had has broken down. Should still be over in Cerulean Ingens where it was abandoned. Is there anyone who can fix it? Perhaps the former engineers at Tapper's Den. Their duty included transporting cerulean tanks to Jaturna Platform G using snowcraft. I expect they had to maintain a few over the years. That's worth looking into, I'd say. In the course of delivering provisions, I've come to know the people there quite well. If they can help us, I'm sure they will. May I ask you to accompany her? Given the presence of Void Scent, it's best that we avoid traveling alone. In the meantime, will you not tell me more about the mountain? I would like to learn as much as I can before commencing our search in earnest. Come with me. I'll introduce you to someone who's well versed in the local geography. Alize, was it? I wish to speak to you. In that case, why don't you come with us to Tapper's Den? We can chat on the way. And thus, we go our separate ways for the moment. I'm surprised Alice and Zero aren't following me.
What was it you wished to talk about?
Why do you help these people? What is it that you stand to gain?
I'm sorry?
You don't act on behalf of a higher power, nor are you bound by a contract. In spite of this, you help them. Why?
And there I thought it was something serious. I help them because I want to. Because it's the right thing to do.
But what do you stand to gain? You didn't answer the question.
Didn't I? I followed my heart. What I got out of it came after. Was there anything else? If not, let's keep moving.
Right. To act not out of obligation or in pursuit of gain. To simply live. And they survive like this.
We should get back to it, but before we do, are you alright, Zero? Did I say something that confused or upset you? No, I'm simply trying to understand your perspective. If you wish to continue, I'm ready and able. Well, that's a relief. This isn't the sort of place you want to mull over things. It's not much farther to Tapper's Den. I doubt I doubt we'll have much trouble finding an engineer when we arrive. So let's speak with the first one we spot. I don't know why my brain is like, let's keep adding in words that aren't there. Wait, I know you. You're the one who roughed up the guards. After you left, your contingent friends came along. Our lives are a lot easier now thanks to them. They understood our plight and offered to help, whether we wanted to stay home or return home. For that, we're truly grateful. We're grateful to you too, Alize. The trip across the lake is hardly pleasant, but you make it here all the same to bring us provisions. Oh, don't mention it. We're just glad we can help. That said, we were actually hoping to ask a favor of you today. We need a Magitech snowcraft repaired, the one abandoned in Cerulean Ingens. We were told you might be up to the task. Ah, so you want to ride the mammoth? That's what we took to calling the crafts on account of their size. As often as I use them on rigs, I know a thing or two about their maintenance. I'll see if I can get your mammoth roaring again. It's the least I can do to repay your kindness. Wonderful. Please come with us back to Camp Broken Glass and we'll take it from there. So far so good, Alice. Let's be on our way. I'm not really trying to act out anything, but I am trying to read it with a little bit of life in it. But unfortunately, I I tend to ad-lib, especially today. Small things, but... Oh yeah, Paladin got that big rework. I can go from barely knowing Paladin to not knowing it again. Awesome. Welcome back. I presume this is the engineer who will help us with the craft. I'll do everything I can to get her up and running again. But I doubt I'll be able to do so quickly, at least on my own. The mammoth is big, and so are its parts. Some strong backs should make the work go faster. You have ours. You finished learning about the mountain, I take it. Aye, we have a solid grasp of that area, as well as the site of the snowcraft. My back is perhaps not as strong as some, but I should be glad to stand guard for voidsent and other unruly wildlife. Much obliged, miss, and let's all head over to the mammoth and assess what needs fixing. I can't remember if we've seen Y'shtola wear that particular coat before or not. It has been over a year since 6.0 came out. They have matters here well in hand, which means we can resume our duties. Would you care to assist us, Alice? How about you, Zero? I'll assist you as well, as payment for answering my question. It's hardly something that demands payment, but we'd be glad for your contribution nonetheless. Oh yeah, I don't know if we really explained all that well the whole debt repayment thing of the 13th. Oh hey, there's some important entries for the Unending Codex. My thanks again for agreeing to help. The Isilbard contingent brings in shipments of food, medicine, and other necessities by airship. We've yet to deliver a share of supplies to Tertium, and I would appreciate it if one of you could assist us with the task today. I'll do it. Well, Alice, it looks like you're with me then. Void scent sightings have been increasing by the day, which is why I had a mind to go out and patrol the Eblin Rime. Shall we? It might be pronounced Reem. I don't pretend to know how to pronounce most of these names. If they don't say it, like, often, then I'll never remember. Oh, I also got this big silly son of a bitch. If there's one thing I still get on and do every week, it's, gold saucer stuff. And I finally got this goofy bastard. $2 million MGP. Now we have a 4 million MGP mount I'm working on next. I have nowhere near enough. Voidsent were spotted here not long ago. Considering the proximity to Camp Broken Glass, everyone is understandably concerned. But hopefully not for much longer. You follow this road eastward and I'll have a look to the north. If you should encounter any Voidsent, I won't begrudge you for dispatching them without me. Fight double. Come on. Group up. Let me get that AoE. They said no. On patch day, it's usually just good etiquette to help out. If there's big old groups like this that are constantly, like, fighting, I like to be helpful. That person likes FF8. Selfie Tomato. Selfie's not my favorite character, but I do share her love of trains. I don't know why I like trains so much, but I do. Well, that was easy. You felt the call of trains. You came at just the right moment, Migs. Yeah, there's a person there named Selfie Tilmido. Oh, there's Minerva. That isn't how she looks in Crisis Core, though. Not at all. I should have guessed I'd be where the crowd is.
All finished, are we?
Oh.
Good.
Good.
The cold doesn't let up out here, does it? They've the means to keep everyone warm at Camp Broken Glass and Tertium. But the measures are still only temporary. Subsisting on charity. Dreading the day the sympathy of others is exhausted. It's no way to live. They need lasting safety and security. Though things will never be as they once were. If we can restore a modicum of normalcy to their lives, maybe that will be enough for them to move forward. If we're to achieve that, we have to work harder. I have to work harder. Oh? Lest you misunderstand, I wasn't fishing for a compliment. As I said, I'm doing this because I want to. Still, I appreciate your support. Well, our work here is done. We should be heading back. I hope Alphino and Zero haven't gotten into any trouble. I cannot imagine how awful it must have been to serve as Xenos' avatar. To not only suffer him, but so much else. She's a fighter, all right. Like you and me.
Oh, you're not done yet. Okay.
Thank you, miss. Thank you. This feels strangely familiar.
Excuse me, Alphino. My wife, she's come down with a high fever. Do you think you could take a look at her?
Of course. Give me a moment. Zero, may I leave the rest here to you?
Fine by me.
Thank you again for your help. Zero, was it? I take it you're one of Alphino's comrades?
Comrade? We've entered into a cooperative pact, if that's what you mean.
Pact? No, nothing so formal. What I mean is, you must know each other well. Be on good terms, enjoy each other's company, that sort of thing.
Then no, he's not my comrade. I have none. Nor will I ever, I think.
Oh.
Did I say something odd?
No, not at all. On the contrary, it makes sense. When Alphino and the contingent first arrived, we rejected them out of hand. Whatever they may have claimed, they were the enemy. Savages with their savage ways. To accept their help was to admit defeat. But no matter how poorly we treated them, they didn't turn their backs on us. They stayed and listened. That's just the kind of people they are. Makes sense they'd get along with someone like you who tries to push others away.
Get along. I'm upholding my part of the bargain. There's nothing more to it than that.
If you say so.
It has to be a real
Ah,
mirror
I
moment
nearly
for
forgot why
him.
I came. Are you hungry? We all get rations, and considering the work you're doing, you're as good as one of us.
I am running low on ether. Very well.
Azim step-style dumplings. Buds, they call them.
That's how that's pronounced, boots?
Never had a dumpling. It's like a kind of bread stuffed with a filling. Meat or vegetables usually, that you bake or steam. We have our own recipes in Garlemald too. My mother liked to make them. My brother and sister always fought over the jam-filled ones. Just think of it as bread, alright?
She's like, what the fuck is bread? Wow, we've got animated food. Holy fuck. That's something for this game.
Though they're spicy, helps them keep longer, I assume. Too much for the children to handle, though.
That is a lot of filling, though. Not gonna lie. I'd want to know exactly like what that was stuffed with, but like I'd probably eat that.
Interesting.
Interesting good, or interesting...
I don't know much about taste. Not anymore. But I do feel a sensation in my mouth.
Is that a bad thing?
Not necessarily.
That's enough for me. I've heard it said that spices are more akin to fire than flavors. Perhaps that makes them easier to understand.
Oh, Euless, getting acquainted with Zero, are we?
I suppose I am.
Esper, so you've been to the Azim Step, Migs?
No harm in that. Acquaint away.
Ah, everyone is here. Excellent. Thank you all for your hard work. I've just finished up myself. Shall we go and find Estinian?
Alphino, Alize.
It's gorgeous. Reminds me of the Calmlands from 10. I'll show it to you really quick. After this cutscene, if I can. Yeah, nice. When you enter, you normally enter from the mountains over here. like where I'm heading. It is a place of like nomads and dragon people. It's called the Aura. But oh, this is the this is the new one that's got the Sabatender Imperator. I I got it from the we have the gold saucer in this game from 7, and you can buy exclusive mounts from it. There's it when it's running around. There's what it looks like when it walks, and then there's when it flies. It does Moogle and Fat Cat, and I'm not sure what the other one is. It's like a little ghost thing. But yeah. But this is the Azim Step where they were just referring. It has like really strong Calmland vibes from 10. And it's one of my favorite zones if I want to just like go someplace that looks really nice and just look at it. It's got this giant centerpiece here, the Dawn Throne. But there's this little like villages of the various Aura groups, and then over in the distance is actually the this was the crafting and gathering tribal quests for this particular expansion. This place is a couple of expansions old. Let me see if I have any other mounts that you might enjoy, but I just like realized, yeah, you probably would enjoy this one. But they've got a giant blow up Namazu that I helped build to a degree. I enjoy the Great Vessel Ronka. It's just a little like baby serpent in a pot, and we fly around. And for the mount action, he comes out and says "Scree." It's pretty fun. We've got the various fat chocobos. When you're running, it runs after a Gishel Green, but if you want to make it fly, you instead pull out a piece of cake. And it'll actually work to fly to chase after it. You can keep your dragons and behemoths and the like. I prefer silly mounts, so that's why I plan on showing you. I also have the Fat Moogle. It's a 2-seater mount. His little feet kick. Oh, so the Mitch McConnell mount, right? But check this shit out. Its flying animation is straight out of Godzilla. So fucking stupid. I love it. I won't take much longer for anyone watching the YouTube VOD on this. I want to show off a couple of fun mounts. You can ride on a giant one of these and do that. I still have 3 more pages of mounts. You get a portly porksy. Flying pig. It can suck things in. I just like being carried around by the gorilla. He actually has to carry me. Sometimes the flight animation isn't all that amazing, but I like the idea of it. Get a hippo cart. It's clearly a hippo pulling a cart. You can throw like little glitter bombs at people. We got this weird fucking jelly thing. That's what it looks like when you're flying around. Oh, if I want to be Cloud, particularly Advent Children Cloud. No, there's no Hardy Daytona. Probably. You can get the Regalia from 15. Like, the actual Regalia with the flying mode. That's a 4-seater mount. Very convenient. You see it a lot. You can get a mechanical frog. Yeah, it has a jump animation. All mounts are required to have a jump animation. Because there'll be some zones that you may not be able to fly in. I get a little tank. You can ride around, and when you fly, it kind of has a little frog face and little arms. One of my favorites, the snowman. And then, of course, you hop around inside of it and hold its head up for everybody to see. But, like, if you walk, the head stays on, so you're like... you're like a secret agent snowman. Easily one of my favorite mounts. You get the lunar whale from 4. A little smaller than it was in 4, but it's a 8-seater. One of the only 8-seat mounts in the game. Here's me trapped inside a TV. Depending on what race you play, you sit in there differently. Not everybody sits as relaxed as I do. Then we've got the pod from Nier. It carries you. Flying Cumulus if you want to be Goku. This is not all the mounts in the game by far. This is all I have. You can get a T-Rex. T-Rex. Alright, enough of that. Thank you, anybody watching the YouTube VOD, for indulging me on that. I have to remember where the fuck Garlemald's at. There it is. Alright, back to serious story. Forgive me the interruption, but I come with grave news. A horde of Voidsen are approaching from the mountains of the east. Their numbers are beyond anything we've ever seen. Gasp. What? But Y'shtola and the others. Anyone outside of Tertium is in danger. We must find and bring them all here at once. Can we count on your aid, Zero? For I settled the debt for my question. I'm not obligated to help. What's more, death in this world is absolute. You asked me to put my life on the line. Without suitable payment, I will do no such thing. That's fair. What do we have to offer that might be enough? You're right, Zero. You're not obligated to help, and I wouldn't presume otherwise. Nevertheless, we are in need. Assuming the booze I gave you is worth anything, would you at least be willing to stay and watch at this encampment? That way, more of us will be able to go out and see the people to safety. Very well. Unless we come under attack, I'll do no more than stand watch. I dare say Tertium will be safe enough with Zero there. Let's go and find Y'shtola and the others and assist with the evacuation. It's probably about to unlock the dungeon. And then we get to sit in a queue while we wait for that, though the queue's probably going to be really fast. Oh, an instance. Okay. Tertium will be fine. Ulysses' people have weathered far worse. We must make haste to the snowcraft where our friends and the engineer should be. Given their position, they may soon find themselves at the mercy of the Voidsent. If it comes to it, we must be prepared for battle. I'm ready, don't you worry. How about you, Alice? Oh, we're getting the warning, so we're going to be in cutscenes for a good while. We might even have to play as different people. Got it. Yeah, I'm gravy. Let's go. Oh, they actually took off their winter gear. Or their Garlemald gear, I should say.
Report.
Oh. Sweet.
Lost contact. When? Voidsent. I'd bet my life on it. Understood. I'll investigate at once. A unit transporting supplies has gone silent en route to Broken Glass. I will go and search for it. Stay here and keep watch. But be ready to answer my call.
If it was Voidsent, you'd be a fool to go alone. They'll find you before you find your men, and then they'll devour you as well.
Perhaps you're right. Perhaps I don't stand a chance, but I can't just abandon them.
I can't repay you for the bread if you're dead. I'll go.
I think Zero's a lot nicer than she lets on.
Ask you to do that.
I'm far better suited to dealing with Voidsent. It makes sense. Or do you mean to say you'd rather I stay here because you can't protect this place on your own?
Fine. Just don't do anything stupid. Promise me.
Damn these demons!
Return to the camp. Now.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Kindred, why do you interfere? Ah, of course. You sold your soul to feed.
Talk shit, get hit.
I have taken bread, but my soul is forever mine.
Oh, do we get to play Zero? Fuck yeah. Alright, so she's just Reaper. I also like, we really want people to check out Reaper.
I cannot let you pass.
Oh, it's weird seeing the damage type after or before the numbers. That's such a new thing.
More of them. Still more.
Ooh. That was annoying. Why am I not using Bloodbath?
Not good.
Yeah, I'd agree. Bloodbath just is not keeping up.
I can't.
Yeah, this... Alright. We're gonna try it again at its intended difficulty. I think... Okay, it's scripted. I think.
How big must the gate be for their light to come through? Is this it then?
Interesting.
Just like that time. When light still shone upon the world. When the Contra Memoria still raged.
World of Darkness tank gear. Oh.
Stand aside if you value your life.
We're only after women and wine. Darkness can take the rest.
You're not taking another step towards that village.
Stupid girl. You were warned.
Oh, these guys are powering the fuck up for her with her sword and board.
Gotcha. And now we can get back to our business.
Get up! Get up, damn you! Too weak. I need help. Someone, please. The same mistakes, the same ends. Again and again. What should I? What could I have done? What? Who? You. What are you doing here?
Y'shtola and Estinian had matters well in hand, so we went where we were needed.
Can you stand?
All right.
I don't feel so bad for dying in that fight then.
I will let it burn. This fire in my breast. Let it burn and rage and guide.
It would be weird if I was there and, like, I wasn't playing in this fight. Get my carbuncle out. Alright, let's rock. That's the wrong layout. There we go. Oh, I guess I'm the tank of sorts.
Just warming up.
Alright.
My strength is spent. I'll only get in your way.
Chin up. We'll get through this together.
I suppose I can start buying upgrade gear now. Oh, I had that all wrong then.
Everyone all right?
I'm not finished yet.
Together.
Which means stack in the middle and shield up. I'll do that. And that. Oh, it's so weird seeing the buff timer on the party list. I'm like for it though.
I will repay this debt.
Ah, it's a different pattern. They pretty much force you to... Oh. Those went off simultaneously. Okey-doke. I never said I was smart. We'll have enough time to put the dot under and that'll be about it. We're gonna need an LB.
This has gone on long enough.
Yeah, that's gonna be...
Let's buy her some time.
So we gotta protect her. Of course, my slowest summon is the one I happen to have out for this. That's my fault, though. I bet it's been broken. Like, they're just far away enough that I don't feel confident doing AoE.
I am your end.
There we go.
Well done.
And this guy clean up. We...
You did well to find me out here.
We have Euless to thank for that. He was quite worried when he called.
No. If it was not for you and the others, I...
Well, let's not fuss over details. We should return to Tertium. Can you make it that far?
I think so.
Mouse off the screen.
Zero, are you all right?
Well enough. No void scent struck here, did they?
No, and there weren't any more casualties thanks to you.
Yeah, my bunny girl's pretty tall. She's max height. Max height for female Viera, which is pretty tall, but there are races that are taller.
You'll have no debts to repay, if that's what you're worried about. If anything, I owe you a week's worth of boots.
Boots. Like, where's that T coming from? Boots. Zero's convalescing aboard the train. Euless has already given her something to eat, so I suppose all we can do is wait. I can't help but wonder, though, what possessed her to go and fight all those Voidson on her own? Not that I know the going rate for such things, but I doubt one boots would suffice. I think someone has had a bad influence on her. Wow! First off, fuck you. Second off, you're not wrong. Oh, I'm just joking, or am I? In any case, many people owe her their lives. I'll be sure to thank her when she's back on her feet. I'll have you know. Yeah, that probably was my fault. As Alice said, many people owe Zero their lives. This is not her world nor her battle to fight, yet she risked life and limb for us nonetheless. That will not be soon forgotten. Now then, I expect our friends will return soon. Once everyone is gathered, we can take stock of the situation. They make you put in a little bit of work to get to the dungeon this time. Normally they front load all the dungeons. Let's try that again. Oh, that took a while. We picked like the darkest part of Tertium to be in. Apologies. Oh, fuck. Full glad am I to hear it. We must thank you again, Zero. Indeed, many are still alive because of you, the soldiers not least of all. I wish you could have separate text advance settings for when they're speaking versus when they're not. Instead, it's one setting across the board. I'd like to. How fared you? Better than I did, by all accounts. We had to contend with our fair share of voids en route to the snowcraft, but we had the benefit of numbers. With their help, we quickly dispatched all the void scent that came our way. Thankfully, they stayed dead in our world. We were trying to decide what to do next when we received word about the transport. Which is how Alize, Alice, and I came to find you. While the immediate threat has been addressed, we cannot rest easy yet. For void scent to appear in such numbers, we must assume that a void gate has indeed been opened nearby, meaning more of them can come through at their leisure. Seems the best course of action is to investigate Lapis Manalis as you intend. What's the state of the snowcraft? Nearly operational, I believe. Vicha is with the engineer, who's hard at work as we speak. Why don't we join them in Cerulean Ingens? Interesting that she said Vicha. Huh. Finally, a chance to go on the offensive. I would join you as well. I wouldn't dream of refusing you, but what do you have in mind for payment? Payment won't be necessary. I will do this because I want to. You have kindled something within me, a compulsion, a desire to act that has been burning since you came to my aid out in the snow. I do not understand it, but I wish to, and to that end I will heed it. Then perhaps I'll understand your answer. Let's get that character development. I would also like to join you in tracing the void scent to their origin, though that would mean neglecting my duties here. Don't worry about us. Between my people and the contingent, we can keep things running well enough. Just find where the void scent are coming from and see if they stop. Take care, Zero. I will. I know some people are probably going to misconstrue the dialogue between Euless and Zero as possibly being something of romance, but I don't think that's it at all. I think Euless just has a chance to see a version of himself and what he was and really get to see his own progress. Everybody's busy, as they should be on patch day. There'll be lots of stuff that I'll need to do. Maybe if they forget to put me on phones yet again tomorrow. Which, by the way, today is January 10th, 2023. I said the date in the last video, and I figured I should continue that trend. But yeah, they abso-fucking-lutely forgot me again. This is day number 7 that I am forgotten by my work bosses. And like they responded to me this morning, so and like they know the situation, and then they just let me sit there. So I watched Mob Psycho and played Metal Gear 5. There you are. Your timing couldn't be better. Thanks to Varshan's help, I've managed to finish the repairs faster than I anticipated. The Mammoth's ready for the snow once more. You can leave the piloting to me, too. It'll be my pleasure to get you where you need to go. You're too kind. Thank you. Let's be on our way then, shall we? New dungeon? Lapis Manellus. Alright, now the part where we queue and probably get an instant queue before we can play around with Machinist. Oh, that means that, shit, yeah, that's what I thought. But the silly dungeon that I didn't really care for, before the last new dungeon, that should be out of expert now. Ooh, get that shit out. I need to set my instant portrait. Do I not get to see everyone? Oh, there we are. Hi! That's us! It sucks you can't move it. Wait, yes you can. I really like that. I might throw that in the lower right, though. I think I'm going to. Oh, we lost our tank. Immediately. I've got a Reaper with me. That is thematic. Oh, boo. I guess I'm gonna pause the recording until our tank shows up. Alright. It took us a little while, but we got a replacement. We had to vote the other tank out. I hope the Reaper's there. Yep, they're there. Wake up noise. I don't know why we need a jump from me. Tank. Holy shit. The amount of work to get a tank to do any sort of pull. Yeah, I didn't even look to see if Summoner got anything in 6.3. I don't think they did. And that's okay. There's not really much I would ask for Summoner. I like it pretty well. Oh, we're at the top. So, note to self. Well, I was going to say don't stand in the middle, but I don't think that matters. Tanky son of a bitch. Oh, Spirited Engineer, you get to always be part of a dungeon. Oh, shit. Yo, that looks so fucking cool in the distance. The Tower of Babel? Fuck yeah. Oops. That worked out. Oh, I didn't realize that we'd be able to see what type of damage we're doing, too. I thought we would just see, like, what damage is being done to us. Call of the Mountain. I think I read that book in 4th grade. Wasn't that the one about the dog sled? Is there any... Oh, there is a tell for that. Okay. Well, that's neat. Is it always on that side? Is my next question. Left slam? Okay, his left. Got it. These are going to be knockbacks, aren't they? Oh no, they're pillars. His left, not mine. Okay, that's easy. Unless there's multiple lines, that would suck. It wasn't that bad. What type of gear is this? Oh shit, I can't wear. Because I'm a fucking bunny. Should've gone to the tank. Whoops. They'd be aight. They're not missing it one bit. Lots of Albus mentions. Treasure chest. Yes, I'll take the ring of casting. It is my right as a caster. I'll see there's lore items and shit in here, and I want to read those. I hope this dungeon's in Explorer mode. But I don't know if you're able to go and like read all the lore and shit too. I've never goofed with Explorer mode. Altea Magna. Berry Reaper, which fits all the stuff we just heard. So, I don't know. Like, I knew that something was going to move between them, but I didn't know, like, what and how. Do we have to stand in those? I think I get it. Because I didn't stand in the things. Wow, you gotta move quick on that. Okay. So, I would say right here is safe. Yeah, okay. I did not see the fourth one, damn it! I want to go back into the footage later and see if, like, the fourth one was ever on my screen. Okay, that doesn't resolve it. What the fuck? I don't know how to fix the eye mechanic. I thought eating one of the AoEs would do it, but I guess it didn't. Oh, is this one of those dungeons that... Well, no, it doesn't only offer accessories. The drops are just shitty. Damn it. Robbed. I'm probably not going through my rotations very well because admittedly I haven't sat down and done them in weeks. Like, I had to rush through the Moogle Tome event over the course of like 3 days. And I pretty much just played back-to-back Praetoriums. That way I could not pay attention that much. I played it on Dancer. Cognazo! Boy, this tank doesn't give a fuck if we're all there. The deluge is usually like a knockback. Okay, it's this AoE. What? I have no idea how to... I guess the order was just the order that they came into the arena. Three of the four of us have that debuff. I got caught on some weird thumbing progress there. But I also just think I'm out of shape. My muscle memory is not quite saving me. I need to like sit down and play for a day or two. Healer, you get it, because you're working your ass off. And I want you to have a little bit of insurance. That was... I'm gonna point that out. Oh, I don't like that for all my rush moves. They don't come up that often, but that phase lasts long enough that, like, I'm probably gonna run the Ifrit quite a bit during that. This is an AoE, I think. I'm ornery as fuck. I don't LB when people tell me to LB. It's such a pet peeve for me being told to LB. Like, I'll let that bitch sit there if someone tells me to do it. And yeah, that's toxic as fuck, I know. I don't like it. Oh, hey, I can see who I'm calming. This is gonna change everything. Oh, hey, I got the orchestrion. Can I sell it for lots of money? Probably not.
Tell me one thing, Kanyatso.
Kengetsu.
A dragon of our world crossed over into yours long ago, but I have felt her presence here again. What is the meaning of this?
Last up is Rubiconte.
I dare say what you felt was this.
Oh.
The sisters.
There's her eye.
What have you done to Ashdaya?
If you want answers, you'll have to get them from Lord Golbez. Assuming you've the strength to face him. A pity I will not see the plan to fruition, but my part is done, and to fight with the thrill of battle in my heart makes it all the more worthwhile.
No! Wait! Where is she? Where is my sister?
At long last, I go to join the great flow.
By the gates closing, there can be no doubt that he was the one who opened it.
Ashdaya, I prayed we might meet once more.
She is likely still in the void. Take heart. We will find her yet.
So what now?
While you discuss how to proceed with your search, I would excuse myself to look around. There may be salvage that we could use at the camp.
In that case, I'll patrol the area for more void scent.
Very well. Let us take a moment to consider our options.
Shit! The text advancement caught me off guard. Elsewise, I see little reason why the Reapers chose to live in such an inhospitable place. I'm about to go back and read that. We missed probably like 3 or 4 prompts. So they went fast. Even if the conditions are ideal, we're talking about a gate that could pass an archfiend. Opening one so large could not have been easy. In the Age of Alec, Emperor Zandi created an enormous portal using a prodigious amount of aether harnessed by the Crystal Tower. In theory, a similar feat should be possible from within the void. One need but have the requisite amount of aether, such as that harbored by Great Worm's Eye. And its aether is indeed greatly diminished. In Alice's vision, Gulbiz's archfiends feed upon Ajaya's aether. If he has also taken an eye to open this gate, it does not bode well, I know. Nevertheless, we must remain hopeful and continue our search. I find curious as why our foes chose to strike now, some 5,000 years after Ajaya vanished into the void. And while their overarching plan remains a mystery, what exactly is Cagnazzo's part in it now that he's finished? Ooh, that fuzz. Oh, hey. We can use mounts while we're here. Jose, it was becoming you, that even your eyes should be suspended of either. I cannot bear the thought of her being held captive a moment longer. But how will I find her? What must I do? Calm yourself, Vitra. I appreciate that you are upset, but such passion clouds your judgment. You must endeavor to remain composed. When your mind is clear, we may consider how to proceed with our search. You're right. In the meantime, I will help Alphino and Alze back at the village. Sounds like a fine idea. We should go as well. This place is really neat. I need my motorcycle, though. I need speed. One of the only advantages you can buy on the cash shop is having the motorcycle, because it always has at least one upgrade to its speed. You can get all the mounts to this speed, but you have to work for it. Whereas this one just always starts there. So it's not that big of an advantage, but when new expansions or new areas come out and you don't have flying yet, it's nice. I have stuff I want to read if the game will let me. Because I did not get to read things. And nope, I wanted to read the stuff that was there, and there was another thing like right before we hopped in. Oh, you gotta follow the quest. I don't see Vitra with you. Is everything alright? He needed a moment to himself. When he's indisposed, we thought we'd lend you a hand. I just finished patrolling the area, so we're fine on that front. There are no signs of Woodson. I doubt we'll see any more now that the gate has been closed. As for Alphino, he set his sights on the Cerulean Spring. We're hoping to take as much of the stuff as the snowcraft can bear. That much fuel would keep the people warm for a good while. We've managed to procure a few suitable containers for transporting the ceruleum, and we're about to return to the spring. If you mind to scrounge up more containers, I can take what you have now and get them filled. Thank you, Estinian. The more we can load into the snowcraft, the better. Would you and your solo mind helping us with our search then? You need to take any suitable containers to the spring and then back to the snowcraft once you fill them with ceruleum. Here we go. A bottomless barrel. It's probably not going to be very good. A dilapidated barrel. It was almost a dilapidated boat. Yeah, I think sturdy barrel's gonna be what we're looking for. What am I doing? We... Oh, this is just fucking ceruleum. I should have realized. Those have been filled. You should hurry and take the snowcraft. Estinian has already seen to the rest. Go on ahead. The others ask I remain here in the event they find more. Oh, I can catch the first few things. Here we go. As I got honey dicked. It said, Uzziah was becoming you that even your eyes should be suspent of either. I cannot bear the thought of her being held captive a moment longer, but how will I find her? What must I do? And then we got a calm yourself feature. And then it jumped into, I think, Wait, no, it was up here. So we've discovered the source of the Voidson outbreak in Garlemald, a gate forced open from the void. The barrier between our worlds is especially thin here, I suspect. And then it jumped into what we actually saw. Okay, we have solved the mystery of what text we missed. Is it now? Ooh, yes. That fucking mouse off the screen. There's our thumbnail right there.
Is Ritra not back yet?
My apologies for the delay.
Are you all right?
I am. As distressing as this turn of events was, the eye itself gives me cause to hope. While it is no longer possessed of Ashdaya's will, it may yet lead us to her. Were it not for your encouragement, I would never have dared to embark on my search, much less come this far. I will not lose faith. I will find my sister, wheresoever she may be.
We'll return the eye to her, together.
Though tainted, the eye has not fully succumbed to darkness. Ashdaya herself may have been able to resist its influence.
Well, as much as we'd love to take part in your next foray, we can't abandon our efforts here.
Indeed. We'll need to keep a close watch, in case the Void Gate opens again as well. Though should it prove safe to do so, I have some ideas for how we might put this village to use.
Do what you must. We will manage.
To free Ashdaya, I expect we will have to deal with Golbez once and for all, after which you may undertake your work without worry.
We look forward to the glad tidings.
You'll take good care of everyone, won't you?
What? Why do you ask me this?
Because comrades look out for one another, and I can't think of anyone more qualified to keep them safe.
True. I will do no less than I've promised.
If our respective plans are settled, then let us head back.
Suppose this is where we part ways for now. Though we have every faith in you, we will pray for your safety all the same. I'm glad we had a chance to talk, Zero. Take care. Until next time. Till next time. Bow, bow. Am I right in assuming that we are to return to the void? None of the matters here have been settled, yes, but first we should return to Razadhan to prepare. When everyone's ready, let's convene at Megaduda. Okay. Why did I not take the teleport? I was like, no, I'm just gonna hoof it. I've been pretty absent-minded today, doing all sorts of little dumb shit. So far at the story, we've learned that they can come over here and open up whole new void gates. And Zero is starting to soften up a little bit on the equivalent exchange.
If everyone is ready, then let us depart for Al-Zadal's legacy. What was that?
A deluge of ether. The mark of a terrible magic.
It wasn't far from here. Let's go.
Hey, you! Stop! If you're thinking of taking it to sea, don't!
What has happened?
We were out working our nets when a light suddenly shot up over Buffalo Isle with a boom. A massive fiend then took to the skies. Another blasphemy, we feared, but we didn't linger to find out.
Did you see where it was headed?
can't say for sure, but it looked like it was northward bound.
I see. Our thanks for the warning, and do not let us keep you. Bafla Al is connected to Al-Zadal's legacy. This cannot be a coincidence.
In response to Karnyatso's defeat, they have come for our gate.
So it seems. I would ascertain the situation at the vault, but the fiend must be dealt with, ere people come to harm. I shall assume
They
my
said you
dragon
fucked
form
with
and
us.
seek it out at once.
Wait. You heard the fisherman. A blasphemy, they called it. If another flying creature was sighted now, others will assume the worst and panic will spread. This is not the way.
You are right, Estinian. I will gather my soldiers and search the Isle for casualties. As you wish. The fiend is yours. The hunt will go more swiftly with help. Zero, might I prevail upon you to accompany her?
Very well. Then Estinian and I will make for Al-Zadar's legacy and secure the gate.
Stay on your guard. The enemy is clever and will have anticipated our response. Be safe, my friends, and may the sisters guide your steps.
We know the fiend was heading north, but that still leaves a lot of ground for us few to cover. We need a way to conduct our search more efficiently. Do you have any ideas? In other words, we seek help from the locals. If you think it best, then very well. So where to then? Great work in the encampment at the Hamza Hatchery. If both places are to the north, then the people may indeed have seen something. Very well, I will head to the great work and leave the encampment to you. Damn, once again, I could have just teleported. But I saw people flying off and I wanted to do it too. I can at least explain what my brain was doing. Saw the light over the buffalo remains too, did you? We sent scouts to investigate, but they've yet to report back. We'll continue to keep watch here, but if you learn anything, be sure to let us know. These fishermen saw a fiend emerge from the buffalo remnants before heading north, you say. I wonder what I thought was a ball of flame flung for the explosion, but now I wonder. Alright, I saw what I thought was a ball of flame. It flew north in the direction of Kaja. If it is in fact a fiend, then we have trouble on our hands. We must remain vigilant. I presume you've come to investigate the explosion of the Buffalo remnants as well. We've yet to ascertain precisely what happened. Is there any information you can share with us? A fiend emerged in the explosion from the explosion and flew towards Kadya, but from by the sisters. Had I learned of this sooner, never mind. There's no time to waste. Confound it, we were so concerned with the explosion we failed to recognize that the threat had not yet passed. Must alert command at once and instruct the people to seek shelter. What? You mean to go there to investigate? Then again, you are more than capable of defending yourself. As you wish, we'll leave this in your hands. The Giant Skull grounds are situated at the base of Kadga. I myself am not familiar with the mountain paths, but the quarry workers are bound to know many. Kittner, for instance, he has worked there the longest. Go well, my friend, and may the sisters keep you. Boy, pronouncing shit this patch has just been a nightmare. You want to claim Kadga? You couldn't have chosen a worse time. There was an earthquake earlier, and it triggered a rock slide. I'm afraid the main path to the summit may be blocked. If you're determined to go, then I suggest you speak with Sramul. He climbs like a Iengar? Iengar? What the fuck is that word? We're just gonna say a leopard. Or a lemur. And might know some other way up, if not the gentlest. How to reach the top of Kadga. After what has happened, that should be the last place anyone sane would want to be. But yes, I'm familiar with another route that should be passable. I was once afraid of heights, you see, and used it to build up my courage. Though I cannot say I have the courage to brave it under these conditions, I'll take you to where the route starts, but no further. Alright? They made a big-ass deal out of that.
Hello, can you hear me? We were too late. The vault has been destroyed. The alchemical furnace with it. This was their true objective, to deny us entry into the void. Kanyatso and Ajdaya's eye were a diversion. A means to detain us in Garlemald, while they went to work here. To reduce the vault to rubble. That which you hunt is no ordinary foe. Have care.
I mean, it's gotta be Rubicante. Oh, look, I was right.
Such an exquisite sight. A canvas of vibrant colors. As was our world, too, once. Rubicante, the archfiend of fire. A monster in flesh, yet in spirit I remain a man, a prisoner of the past. Such tears I wept when darkness consumed the world, until Lord Golbez came and spoke of salvation.
I think Rubicante is going to help us get back to the void.
Thus do I walk proudly at his side, to see his dream fulfilled. Your heart is pure. For benevolent cause you seek the dragon.
But
I cannot allow you to have it. Cannot allow you to interfere. If you would continue, then there is but one recourse. I shall await you at the summit. Come, mortal. Come and weigh your righteousness against mine.
Mount ordeals. Okay. So let me verify my Final Fantasy IV lore, but I'm pretty sure that's where Cecil went to stop being a Dark Knight and become a Paladin. Which is a really cool gameplay segment. Yep, I was right. It's to the east of Mysidia. So normally, hey, what's good, Bethany? Normally you fight the first of the fiends, Scarmillion, there, but I guess we're just gonna wrap it up. So it's really just like a nice nod. We'll queue into it and be really bad at it, because that's par for the course. And they wrap these up kind of quick. Okay, I've got a little bit of time to kill apparently, so we can check out some stuff while we wait. Oh, nice. I might as well have had the last week and a half off. TBH. Where the hell's our striking dummy at? Did Ren not put a striking dummy in our yard? Like, there's the Aetherite. They didn't even hide it in a tree. Okay, Ren. At least we got to keep a mailbox. Well, alright, we'll go to where I know there's one. Old Summerford. I like this one because you poured in right next to it. Though it is kind of a popular one. Should be over here. Yeah. Oh, I'm not the only one. Let's see, there's... Man, these are really busy today. I'll take this one. Alright, let's check out this new machinist. I have not played Machinist in a minute, so let's bump, 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 bump. Let me build up gauge. Now I can do it. Man, I am so out of practice. Ooh. I've been playing Summoner for months. Oh, that's why I didn't open up with that like I usually do. That's what was weird about that. Now I gotta wait for Wildfire again. Well, I guess I don't. 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we're waiting a dungeon queue. Well, technically a trial queue right now, so I'm farting around. They've made changes to the jobs. Today's a big patch day. I mean, this will help people that have like low ping, which is totally fine. Also, I'm starting to get a little bit of feeling back for it. Let's see what they did to Paladin. I can totally change jobs. Don't deny me. They didn't totally kill anything I had on there, so that's neat. Actually, I don't want to check out Paladin at the moment. Reason being, I won't remember it well enough to know what they even changed. So that's gonna take some in depth, but the machinist stuff. Oh, there's one thing for machinist I need to do. I don't think I've ever used Queen Overdrive. So we're gonna take that off the hotbars and then put, where's dismantle? It's weird seeing that back. There. Fits right in. Yeah, it's a big patch day, so I'm going through the latest story updates and stuff. So I only stream 14 maybe every 4 months. I stream it like 3, maybe 4 times a year tops. Familiar with that. And we don't get to enjoy the gold saucer because our queue just popped. Apparently the portrait system is a disaster. I saw someone post about it on Reddit. Oh, is this his theme? Well, I mean, it's...
You stayed the course, as I knew you would. As too will I. Come!
Okay, this slaps. This is the Four Fiends battle.
The archfiend of fire has no equal. The glory of fire.
Okay, he just reaches out wherever.
Flames to lick at your heels.
I have no idea if I'm safe. Nope. Oh god, and they make you commit? Absolutely not. What is this mechanic? Alright, so you send... Alright, and then it fires out into a triangle shape. Woo! So, this is a brand new fight. Never done it before. This is my first time seeing it. I got 3 raises. That's fucking wild. Is this a, yep. Uptime nightmare. I just have to pull out the one summon that doesn't handle stuff like this well. I understand the triangle part of it, but I don't understand the, like, lockdown and stuff. I'm gonna need to do this. Do that mechanic probably a couple more times to have any sort of idea about it. Oh god, did I just ask for it? I love the duality of the arena. I just fucking noticed. That's so cool. Oh shit, I'm gonna get hit. I don't know how we know where he's gonna fire it. Oh, I get it. So we follow that. But he's about to shift everything over, so I'm in the worst spot. Yeah, just get here, and I think I'm safe. Fuck! No, I'm not! How the fuck? That didn't make sense. It should have moved over to the left. It moved over to the right of where I thought it was. Patch days are always fun because nobody knows what they're doing. Can I survive long enough to get my stuff out? Damn, they gave this some zazz to it.
Allow me to show you real flame.
Oh, that's just for show. I really need to do the new fights more.
I am one with the flame. You are the first to behold this form.
And there's some mad lad in the fucking chat. It's like, more. I'm not really having like a bad time at all. I just I don't know these mechanics. Oh, what? How was I supposed to know it was gonna do that? Boy, that's gotta be hell for melee. What the I hit effort, come on.
I shall tear you asunder.
Some people in our group really have their shit down and it shows. And then there's people like me where we're just a disaster every time. The good thing is that nobody really gets mad at anybody on day one of new content, because like it's ridiculous to expect that they'll have a full understanding of what's going on. Alright, so there, but it's going to turn to the right. What? Yeah, it should be over. I'm probably still going to get hit. No? That doesn't make sense. It literally does the opposite of what I would think it would. So, like, you watch that, and it says it's going that way, but I bet you the safe spot's right here. Well, I had the right idea, but I wasn't committed enough to it. But watching it there, I kind of get it. It just... I have to remember it's the middle piece that's moving, and the middle piece is not always a straight line. I understand that mechanic a little better now. This is a terrible mechanic to come back in on. Game? Thank you. Right, then this fucking thing. Then you have to run into the middle to avoid the rest. Like, that is a newbie fuck you mechanic. We got it, though. I actually think I kind of have that fight down. The spinny thing I got, where it looks like a compass. Who is the sluttiest glam? I'm gonna say the healer. They also put up with my shit. That's what all comms are gonna be now. We went from you just calm another like whatever you're playing as to who has the sluttiest appearance. As we can see their pictures now.
It seems I was a step too slow.
To defeat all of us archfiends, you are strong indeed. You would know my lord's true purpose. Very well. The knowledge will not change the outcome. Listen then, and learn how all began.
How long has it been since the world was undone? Since light and life gave way to darkness and undeath? Since we were reduced to beasts befouled, squabbling over what scant ether remains? But you are different. You remember who you were, and the paradise for which you fought. That world will never be ours again. But we need not suffer in this purgatory of death and rebirth forever. Join me, and together we shall seek the promised land.
There is no hope, no freedom from the wheel. You speak a fantasy.
I speak truth, the Ascian's revelation. There are other worlds than this. Ours is but one of 14. There is no greater proof than the whispers we hear, born of a neighboring reality. A reality to which we may journey if we can but break down the barrier that divides us.
You meant it then. We will take this world as our own. Count me in.
In return for your strength, I offer you opportunity to pursue your own ends in service to a greater cause. A glorious kingdom of light, wherein all may know death's sweet embrace.
So he basically said, I'm tired of this dump. Let's go find a better world.
And thus did we begin our great work.
You intend to forsake the 13th and conquer the Source?
Just so. Our home is a lost cause. our only choice to begin anew. In this world, where we may reclaim our mortality.
You served Golbez of your own volition.
As atonement for my failures, I tried to be a hero. Tried to stop the war. But I could not.
So in turn you wage another.
A means to a final end. The wheel of depravity must be broken. Even the most exalted succumb. We eat and deepen the stain upon our souls, until only the hunger remains. Is this to be our fate for all eternity?
I don't know. About this and a great many things.
Just cutscene's over, I need a break.
To damn another to save yourself. Not everything need be a trade. This I learned from the people of this world. Even without a contract, without any expectation of personal gain, they labor for one another. I didn't understand it at first, and perhaps I still don't. But if I'm to achieve something, I'd rather do it their way. Else I am already a hunger-maddened beast.
Perhaps we have indeed surrendered to the hunger after a fashion. Make for our moon. There you will find both Lord Golbez and your dragon.
Told you. I called it.
To be so viciously slandered. Pride demands I prove my virtue at the last.
And to be honest, it's just because Rubicante is more of the upstanding member of the Fiends.
And draw forth that singular jewel which abides deep within his heart. A desire which lies beyond his quest to free us from our purgatory. A desire all his own.
Alright, we're gonna take a real quick break. I just need a beverage. Actually, I don't need a beverage, but I do need to go to the restroom. But yeah, BRB. Alright. Said I wasn't going to be a very good kid and got a second beer for the night. My inquiries delayed me. I'm not accustomed to conversation. I'm glad I arrived in time to speak with Rubicante. As much as I understand his motives, I believe there's a better way. Yours. The future you strive for is one I wish to see. Now, I want to know why I feel this way. Why this fire burns in my breast. This is your spicy chicken nugget. Oh, hey, this is the patch name. This is probably the last quest of the MSQ. There's nothing more for us here. What of Alzadal's legacy? Has there been word from Y'shtola and the others? I see. Frustrating, perhaps, but better than the gate. Better that the gate be destroyed than used to unleash more void scent. We should return to Megadude and rejoin the others. So it's pretty early. If this is going to wrap up, we can just teleport right to Radzaton. We don't have to waste our return. It's 200 gil. I can afford that, I think. Mayhaps. So we probably will do the raid story tonight as well, which would be ideal because I'm not really dedicating a lot of time to play outside of today. I'm doing other stuff, but today is my big 14 day, though I don't know, I might have to start trying to get to my weekly cap every week. Just saying. Seems that others are already inside. Let's join them. It's good to see you both returned hale and whole. Your friends arrived not long ago and are with the satrap. Shall I show you in? Yes. And this will probably be a spoken cutscene. I hope it is.
Thank goodness you're both all right.
Oh, auto advance is on anyways. Okay.
Unfortunately, we have nothing further to report apart from the loss of the gate. But tell us, how did you fare on the mountain? Golbez aspires to deliver Voidsent unto the source, where they may die and return to the lifestream to be reborn.
Far be it for me to deny them, but the cost to our people would be beyond unconscionable.
Indeed, Voidsent themselves are inherently dangerous. Never mind the chaos sure to follow should the barrier twixt our worlds be shattered. 'Twould be naught less than a calamity. Certainly not. That said, our task has been rendered rather difficult.
Indeed. Rubicante hath deprived us of a means to cross into the void.
Kenyatso's faint. That was doubtless what he meant when he said his part was done.
Golbez sacrificed 2 archfiends just to stop us. He must need more time to break the barrier to our world.
Then the days ahead will be critical. We must find a way back to the 13th.
We could employ another Atomos, but that approach would only be viable if we found another planar fissure. An unlikely prospect. Better we explore other avenues. If you will excuse my absence, I shall return to Sharlayan to look for information.
By all means. Meanwhile, I shall seek the counsel of our alchemists.
Time is of the essence, so wish me luck.
I'm no scholar. I'll find another way to keep myself busy here. Rest assured I never shirk my training. I will be ready for whatever awaits.
Zero. May we call upon thee when next we venture unto the 13th.
Aye. And in case you're wondering, I won't ask for further payment. I will go for myself, to try and understand why I spoke the words I said to Rubicante. And the fire I felt within, when you all came to my aid in Garlemald.
It's the power of friendship.
While our esteemed sorceress battles her tomes, let us see to our own affairs.
I will not fail you again, sister.
Before you leave, I would once more express my gratitude. By your hand has Thavnair been saved yet again. But before you delivered my people, you helped me rediscover hope, when the sight of my sister's eye left me bereft and adrift for a time. We may have lost the gate in Elzadal's legacy, but there must be another way to travel to the void, and together we will find it. For now, I bid you rest and recover your strength. I, too, shall have my vessel improved ahead of our next foray. To achieve his ends, Golbez has sacrificed his 4 generals. Such a ruthless foe is unpredictable in the extreme, but no matter what he plots, we shall do our utmost to see he does not succeed. And there's the MSQ. Oh, we do get a teaser. Alright. Oh, this... Okay. I mean, the moon has to be relevant. It was very relevant in 4.
Cagnazzo and Rubicante have joined with the Great Flow. In this world, 'tis the ravenous who are useful, and few are as ravenous as they. You were fine pawns, my archfiends, and you have played your parts to perfection. But with the goal in sight, I need no minions to do my bidding. Hereon, I shall walk alone.
Yo, are we gonna get Zeromus teas at some point?
At long, long last, the end draws nigh. The end to life on that star, and the end to my suffering.
Okay. So that was our tease for 6.4. And yeah, we are done with the MSQ for 6.3. Overall, it was just continuing a lot of plot threads and wrapped up the 4 fiends kind of already. But I think we're definitely going to escalate things with Golbez in the next one. I think we're going to get a tease maybe for Zeromus, which is more Final Fantasy IV junk that I won't spoil. I have some theories regarding that planet in the sky. I just don't know how it's going to tie in, because in 4 there's very much the plot of the planet that they're on, and then the moon. You do spend some time on the moon there too. So we'll see. But yeah, I'm going to do a separate video for the raid stuff because I'm not going to be reading all the dialogue out loud. It takes forever. And we're just going to get into that juicy raid content and some miscellaneous stuff, kind of like last time. So if you want to stick around for that, we're going for another probably 3 or 4 hours. But as far as MSQ goes, we're done with this one. So for the YouTube folks, be safe, be kind, and I'll catch you next time. Twitch, hang out. We're not going anywhere.